I've worked with a lot of women getting their houses ready to sell, and there are 5 things that come up again and again that I want to share with you in this video. Today I'm going to tell you because I'd rather you hear it from me than learning it the hard way. Hey there, my name is Kasia McDaniel and I'm an occupied home staging specialist, meaning I reuse the things that you have in your home to help you stage it and so that you can live in your home while it's on the real estate market. Now, the first one is that it's more emotional than you expect. I've sat with women getting their houses ready to sell, and they were just blindsided with how emotional this can be, because this is a very personal transaction, right? They're not prepared for this, and practically because no one has warned them about it. It's basically a grief process as much as a real estate transaction, because they've seen all the memories and made all these memories in this home that it is emotionally draining for them to get their house ready to sell. They see the different pictures around, or they remember, hey, we had all these birthday parties in here, or whatever other memories there. It's just a very emotional thing when it comes time to sell your house. It's not just a business transaction. And when the emotion hits, it affects decisions. And decisions is what comes up time and time again when it comes to selling your house. Number 2 is that clutter can kill a sale. Now, buyers make a decision within the first 90 seconds, really, of walking into a home. I've heard 8 to 10 seconds. It can be as fast as that. But as soon as you walk into a house, if they know and see something, it may be a major turnoff for them. And I know this may seem harsh, but it's the reality. And I've watched it happen. I've seen people walk in. I've seen, just looking at pictures online, going, oh, yeah, no, swipe, next house. You know what I mean? And they can't picture their life in there because the clutter is just so distracting. Now you may think, oh, well, people can look beyond clutter. Actually, no, most people cannot. Only 10% of people, which I didn't realize until I became a home stager. I did not know that I was one of those 10% of people that can see beyond the clutter, can see beyond the colors, the whatever it may be in there, and that I can see the good bones of the house. And that's what makes that person unique. Everybody else needs to be shown how the space could be set up and make it homey and comfortable, and not give them the, oh, someone else lives here, not me, I would not have done this, because that's what they're thinking when they're coming into the house, right? They're not imagining themselves living in the home. They see somebody else living in the home and like they're interrupting and, walking into their house. That's not what the idea that you want to portray when selling your house, okay? DIY staging works when you know where to focus. Now, this is the one that I'm the most passionate about, because there's a myth, right? That you need to hire an expensive stager or rent furniture in order to sell your house. Now, you may have seen that happen. I've worked with rental furniture before, but now I spend my time working with what things you have in your home to help stage it. I've worked with women who've transformed their home using the things they have in their house. Now, the difference isn't budget. It's basically knowing which rooms matter the most and how to rearrange it to show off the best features of your home. Another thing that I've noticed is that buyers notice what you stopped noticing. Now, what I mean by that is when you live in your home for a long time, even after a couple of years, you kind of tend to put like blinders on, right? I call it seller's blindness, right? You may have had this pile of paperwork in the dining room, or the kitchen counters are just the way they've always been that way, or the toys were always over here. Just because it's been that way doesn't mean that's the way it probably should be that way when it comes time to sell your house. And you don't see it. I call it, like I said, seller's blindness. To you, it's like, oh, that's just part of what, how I live in the house. well, when it comes time to staging, it needs to look differently. So part of my job is to be that fresh set of eyes to help you with that seller's blindness so that you can see and go, okay, this is what we need to remove. We need to take this out. We need to move this here. I'm kind of like your puzzle master, if you will. I love puzzles and I love rearranging things around and then showing you and telling you exactly, hey, this is where it can go. And then the last tip that I have for you is that a little prep now goes a long way to pay off later. Now, I've seen the difference between a woman who spent 6 weeks preparing your home strategically and getting it ready to sell versus someone who just kind of threw it up on the market going, okay, yeah, it's ready to go. I actually had a friend, real estate agent, who in Virginia was selling a townhome. And she had the townhome that she was selling with her client, and there was another exact same townhome just a couple of doors down that was also being sold. And my friend, the real estate agent, knew how important staging was and convinced her client that we needed to stage it, take the time to get it staged versus the one down the way. What happened was that the one that got staged was basically sold in a weekend, a week, something like that even. The other one down the way, yeah, no, sat on the market for 2 months. Yeah, and the difference was the staging. They didn't do anything, and it took that long to get the other one sold. So I don't know about you, but I'd rather move on and get my house sold quickly so that I can move on to my next chapter, right? So those are those 5 things that I wish every woman over 50 knew when it comes time to selling your house. I don't share this to scare you. That's not my intent. I share this because I've seen too many women walk into this blindsided by things that they just didn't realize could happen when it comes time to sell your home. The good news is that I know exactly what buyers are looking for, and once you understand that the blindness is a real thing that happens to sellers and everyone, you know where to focus your energy, and this becomes much more manageable. You don't need a perfect home, you just need a prepared home, and there's a big difference between the two. So if you're ready to take the first step, I've put together a free guide called the How to Start Staging Your House Now. It gives you 10 staging tips on getting started on what you can work on right now, along with the best home improvements, which might surprise you on what exactly those are. And it helps you start making a plan, so you know exactly what to tackle first and line up everything without being overwhelmed. So this guide is completely free. I'll put the link right down below in the video. Download it, work through it, and if you want more of this kind of guidance, I'll be in your inbox weekly, okay, with tips that can help you get your house ready to sell. So if you want to keep watching, this video right here is the next one for you to watch to help you get your house ready to sell. It's one of the most important things that I find that home sellers really need to hear, and is a great next step for you to watch. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye!